Welcome back to another edition of the Ben and Andy Show. As always, I am Ben, and this here is Andy.
We'd like to thank Mr. John Rosa for allowing us the studio space. Why don't we just get some news?
Special thanks also to John Martin, hooking up behind the camera today.
Where's Brian Coughlin?
Filming for Brian Coughlin.
So do we fire him too? Or?
No, Brian's on a leave of absence. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Cool.
Okay. Biggest news of the week, I got a haircut. Is that?
It's not good.
It was a good show. All right, we're done.
Should have gotten an undercut.
Is that what you got? Is that what you get?
No.
What's an undercut?
I don't know. I just hear it's what guys get now.
I don't think that's a thing. That's not a thing. You just heard something somebody says and repeated it to me?
Yes.
Wow. All right. Real news. What do we got for real news? So last night Andrew texted me and he said, we should film tomorrow. And I said, film what? And he said the show. And I go, okay, Andrew. So I got to come up with the show on the spot here. So this is going to be an off-the-cuff episode.
See, I just directed edit. He kind of writes.
Yeah, I do all the creative stuff. You just kind of put it all together.
Well. Who puts the green screen? Can you guess what the green screen background is right now?
It's me.
Nope.
Is it you?
No.
I don't know.
You won't know until you see it.
I won't know until I see it. That's true.
I know what it is right now. It's
the newsroom?
Nope.
That you always put up?
It's going to be more creative.
News. There was a terrorist attack yesterday. Today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday, the 22nd, in London, England, outside the British Parliament building. It was a British-born man whom authorities, is whom the correct word to use there? Who or whom?
To whom?
To whom, so it's,
Sorry.
They had identified him as a potential suspect, a shady dude, but I guess not enough to further investigate him, but he used a car and a kitchen knife.
And is he dead now?
Yes, they shot him after he did it, but it was the worst terror attack in English history since 2005, so.
President Trump met with
Angola.
Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, and a lot of controversy came out of it because he refused to shake her hand when she offered it. He did shake her hand after the fact, but for a couple of days there was some controversy because he refused to shake the hand. And also, he also said he had something in common with her because they both got wiretapped.
Ooh.
Wiretapping, I guess, by this past administration. At least we have something in common, perhaps.
Which is pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. Also, I saw CNN's big story yesterday morning was that is Donald Trump afraid of stairs?
Yeah, can you go more into detail about that? I didn't hear about that.
So I saw it was on Twitter, as most things I see are.
Yep.
And it was a screenshot or a picture of the CNN channel. That's weird. I called it a CNN channel. But it was like, does the president hate stairs? And there's a picture of him walking downstairs. And they were citing some tweet about President Obama going down the stairs on Air Force One, just bobbing his way down the stairs, and he was like, "That's disrespectful" or something.
I feel.
So I don't know, but I feel like that's a lot of. I
feel like CNN's just putting their bias in and just trying to make fun of everything he does.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know if you're talking about the way somebody dislikes stairs or alleging they don't like.
I mean,
stairs.
I hate stairs. Stairs are the worst.
How do you hate stairs?
Stairs just make me out of breath and uncomfortable. I'm sorry, it's true.
They're stairs, Andrew. It's hard to not like stairs.
I like escalators and elevators.
Oh yeah, escalators are mad fun.
Okay, so North Korea has been increasingly becoming more threatening to South Korea. They have, what was the quote?
Threatening. To North Korea. I've seen that documentary with Seth Rogen. They don't look very threatening. They sing Katy Perry and play basketball the whole day.
It sounds fun, but what was it? They said if any bullets are fired at them, they will launch nukes.
Yeah, but no one cares enough about them.
No one takes it seriously, but I mean, it just takes one.
No one cares enough about them to fire bullets at them. They're North Korea. What are they gonna do? Yell angrily at us? No, their nukes. Their long-range missiles are trash.
It's the thing, just to go over into South Korea.
Well, yeah, South Korea. All right.
Which has U.S. citizens there, military personnel.
Well, yeah, so we're gonna beat the bag out of North Korea if they do that, but they're not stupid enough to do that. Are you kidding me? That's not a good idea. It's like getting in a fight with somebody that you know you can't win. It's like me smacking you in the face and then you kicking the bag out of me. Winter sports ended, rather unfortunately.
You got to the TD Garden.
The boys hockey team did not complete the mission. We lost at the Garden 5-4. It was a good experience. I'm glad I got to go out at the Garden, but it was still not what we were looking for and tough to lose in a game like that.
Hey, congrats though for beating every other hockey team and getting to that point.
Yeah, that's true. People forget that. Spring sports, jump in already. We got a bunch of spring sports, a bunch of club sports. So spring sports are always fun because I used to like playing spring sports better than fall sports because I remember growing up there was fall soccer and there was spring soccer. And the fall soccer was always like F- because what would happen is you'd start out and it'd be warm. You'd be like, man, soccer's awesome. And then like you get to like end of September, you'd be like, okay, it's like getting a little colder, but like it's still nice. And like by the end of the season, you're like, this is freezing. I hate this.
Yeah, because when I
But in
was
spring, it's like, oh, it's cold. But you're like, it's only gonna be cold for a couple days, and it seems like it's warm wicked quick. And you're like, this is awesome. I love this.
See, when I was a kid, when I didn't do fall sports, and then I didn't do winter sports, and then I didn't do spring sports.
Interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Interesting. But March Madness is happening, which is pretty fun. Always a big deal. Brian, who is not here, is losing in our little bet. I'm ahead of him currently, but I did pick Duke to win and they lost. But by the time this episode comes out, a bunch of games have happened, so
We don't need to.
we don't need to go into that much depth. Big March Madness, though. There's one dude who's picked 46 out of the 47 games correctly so far, which is like wild.
Who is he?
I don't know. I saw it on Facebook. It's probably not real.
They say the odds of winning and having a perfect bracket is something like 2 trillion.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
Surprised nobody's done it yet, though.
me too.
Because like out of all the years they've had brackets, like one person hasn't been able to do it. Like the odds is we've got to be catching up on something. Probably gonna be me next year. Perfect bracket. You heard it here first.
Other news, I got a car.
Andrew got a car. I crashed my car. I don't know if we talked about that, but I definitely crashed my car.
You told me about it.
No, I told you, but I don't know if we talked about it on here.
He crashed his car. Now I'm getting
Like a
car.
while ago. It's a circle of cars.
Want to tell the story?
I thought I crashed the car. It was snowy and I hit a tree. That's about it. It was bad. Not a good experience.
Was it a skirt, or did you just like not see a tree in the
No,
way?
I saw the tree and I turned, but it was like icy and snowy. And
Were you in the Wrangler?
No, I turned and like the wheel turned and the wheels didn't turn, so I just kept sliding into a tree. So we're doing hot cakes this week, a little different because Brian, as you guys know, is not here today. So it's me and Andrew. Andrew and I are doing some hot cakes. So
What's Andrew and me?
They change it every day on me. So I don't know.
No, someone taught me a good example. Oh, it's too hard to explain.
No, I get it. I understand it because
Okay.
if you take out the Andrew part, I can just say no. It's Andrew and I, because I'm doing hotcakes, not me doing hotcakes.
I'm sorry.
So I was correct. Suck it, grammar and Andrew. So let's jump right in. The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, famous wrestler, famous actor, famous person, claims that he can drive a golf ball 490 yards. And the world record is 515. Now, Dwayne, as we like to call him on this show, doesn't have any formal golf training or experience. I mean, I'm sure he knows how to swing a club, and he's pretty strong. So, like,
I think he could.
you think he can do it?
Yeah.
I mean, the world record.
Do they have video of it?
515
Why
yards.
don't they-
No video. He just posted to Instagram. He claims like, oh, like I did it. I got 490. But he ended it with like, nah, let's be serious though. But like, so
Okay, he's probably joking. He's a joking guy.
he is a funny guy.
Saw his performance at the Oscars. He always jokes on TV and all that.
No, but like it was a long paragraph. He's like, I'm nasty at golf. But maybe not. The coffee culotta.
They're taking it away.
Taking it away from us.
That's my favorite drink at Dunkies.
Now you see, I'd like to call myself a little more mature than you, so I drink real coffee, not a coffee
I drink
culotta.
coffee real. I drink.
So why do you get a coffee culotta? If you just get a nice
No,
coffee.
no, I drink coffee culotta once in a blue moon because it's a little treat.
I've never had a coffee culotta.
They're
I
delicious.
didn't desire. I had a culotta once, and they're not that good. Like, sorry, like I'm not a big culotta guy. I'll get iced coffee, but like, I'm not a culotta guy.
So yeah, I get iced coffee and regular coffee all the time, but coffee culattas are really like nice when you're feeling them.
I've never been feeling a culotta though. Like
'cause
when
you
I was like younger.
That's 'cause you never tried
I saw
them.
like commercials with David Ortiz. He's like, what was the one? It was like 1 billion. Like you know those that commercial?
Yeah.
David Ortiz. Like I was like, oh, culottes sound like fire. So I went and got one, and then they were like, it's not that good.
You gotta.
Overrated. It was like a raspberry culotta, and I was like, overrated.
Oh, raspberry's gross. You gotta get coffee culotta.
I just get a regular coffee
With whipped cream on top.
I just get a regular coffee with whipped cream on top.
What's the point of getting a coffee culotta?
It's like,
The cool and the a lot of part. It makes a delicious drink.
no.
Add in the coffee. They make it like
No, it's not very
a smoothie.
On Snapchat this week, there was like those things on Snapchat where it's like read the article,
Yeah.
sponsored content or whatever it was. There was a story about was it a high school basketball player?
It's a college
Basketball player who
Purdue.
made it all the way to the NCAA despite all odds, overcoming homelessness and obesity.
You
Two
know,
things you don't usually associate together.
those things usually.
Hold on, but the thing is,
One can't-
homelessness is an interesting thing because, like, when you talk about somebody who's homeless, you assume it's like, oh, like they live under a bridge or something. But like, that's not true. Not everybody that's homeless. That just means they don't have their own home. Like,
Yeah.
so like, it doesn't.
I mean, technically, maybe I'm homeless because I live with my parents. Not really.
I mean,
legally,
yeah.
Legally, it's not my house.
Technically, you are homeless.
I don't know if it works that way.
And also, like, maybe he was like homeless, and then he was obese.
Well,
Like,
maybe
not
he-
at the same time.
Maybe the thing is, he didn't have a house just because he was spending so much food.
Maybe he
or
Jonah
spending so
Hilled
much
it. Maybe
money.
he was Jonah Hilling it and was like homeless, and then like got really fat, like after he was not homeless. But like, okay, good for him. Purdue won 2 games. I didn't have them winning any games. And lastly, we had an iguana. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. No. Yeah, it does make sense. The iguana interrupted the Miami Open.
Iguana?
Iguana called across the court.
Like, you mean like golf?
I think, let me look. It might be tennis,
Like a
but
real iguana?
They
Or?
play golf on a court.
I'm assuming it's tennis, but it's golf. Hanging on the score. Yeah, it was tennis.
Remember the big alligator on the golf course?
From Happy Gilmore?
That huge, no, the huge thing in real life.
Oh yeah, that was like recently, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't that fake though? Like fake news?
Probably. Most things are fake news.
Same to this
But there was an iguana that crawled onto the scoreboard at the Miami Open, and they had to stop all play for 8 minutes. Which is weird, because like it's on the scoreboard. Like, what's it doing on the scoreboard? Like, it's not going to hurt anybody. It's an iguana.
Oh, those things can viciously attack people.
How do you know that?
I've
Where are you
been-
getting your information from?
I've been mauled by one of those things.
No, you
It's
haven't.
terrifying.
No, you haven't. You want to sign out today?
No.
All right, fine. I'm Ben. That's Andrew. As always, crap. Thanks for hitting play.
Her name